Unmute. Yes, unmute. I think I'm good. What's up? Hey, sorry about the late notice. Just an impromptu live. I meant to put it out, schedule it last night, and well, kind of. I just woke up this morning and I was like, it's Wednesday. I hadn't done a live in a couple weeks, so let's do a live. See what everyone's up to. Busy day, man. Yeah, kind of a lot to talk about. I mean, we could talk about a lot of different things. I like to kind of leave the lives open for whatever you guys want to talk about, but lots going on with my strength training, my fitness, my health. Just did a bunch of tests and diagnostics and, got the lab results from that. And yeah, man, so I'm really excited about that. I'm completely normal despite what I think and everyone else thinks. No, well, all kidding aside, I'm actually doing really healthy. I got no issues, no problems. I was really interested in my testosterone results, and all that stuff came back actually really high. Like I think I was close to like whatever 800 or so in one, and then free testosterone I was high. So yeah, man, I'm healthy as a horse or a mule. So yeah, things are going really good here. Yeah, really good workout routine. Yeah, just things are well, man. I can't really complain at all. But enough of ambling about me and what's going on. I want to check in how you guys are doing. I assume I've unmuted myself. The audio is good and that kind of stuff. So yeah, man. Yeah, what's up, Smurf? Yeah, no, things are well. Things are good. It's interesting as I kind of look at. I've been here a year and a half now, and I really feel like I'm kind of getting into what I would describe like a momentum of things here. Like my workouts are clicking and my travels are clicking, and there's still some things I would say I want to fine tune in my environment, like my motorcycle will tweak a little bit, although since I add the rear luggage rack on that, that's actually coming along really together. But and then also too, I think just figuring out where I want to live, and then city, province, travel around a little bit of both. So things are going well, man. Things are, like I said, I think I'm really hitting a stride here. Yeah, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Mr. Big, first like on me. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, this was just kind of a impromptu live, so I don't know if I didn't notify people, so I don't really expect a ton of people to join, but whatever. We'll see. We'll run it. I've got training at 10 o'clock my time, so that's 3 hours from now. And then I've got a couple things after that. So yeah, things are going well. Dean, what's up, man? Oi. What's happening there, man? How's the whistle going, man? How's the flute or whatever that is? I have yet to pick up my ukulele, so yeah, I've just been more traveling and that kind of stuff. And but yeah, haven't figured out. Kevin, what's up, man? Dude, things are going well here. You are talked about all the time. The young guy who's gone back and figured stuff out. But it'd be interesting to kind of check in and see how you kind of make your way back here on a full-time basis. I know a lot of guys are interested, and a lot of guys are in your shoes, right? They're still have some work to do, right? Where they kind of have to make some money, but they want to get here. So I'm excited to see kind of how things end up for you. And yeah, I hope you're hanging in there in the West, right? Because I know, it can't be easy. And, it's interesting though, right? Like, it is kind of this context of problems no matter where you are. There's always going to be problems, right? But here, I definitely feel like the problems are just so much different. It's, usually problems around dating, which we don't have and we have here, but, or whatever, right? But George and Britt and I were all just sitting around coffee yesterday, and it's our life. Go wake up, eat some breakfast, hang out, go to the gym, work out, and then chill at coffee shops for the rest of the day. so yeah, it's fun. But we're talking about doing some stuff, and maybe go down to Mobile and do Quasin Falls again, and really kind of shoot that. Do some stuff. I was in Mobile and I was over in Oslo, but I was sick the whole time. So I didn't really shoot a lot. I wasn't feeling good. So I like to go back and really kind of have fun there and reshoot that. Still, like I said, waiting on Mary Rose's internship stuff. But dude, I hope you're good there, man. Think about you a lot. like I said, really interested in what you come up with to get yourself back here full time. So, and let us know what we can do to support you in that. But yeah, what's up, Hugh? What's going, man? Smurf. So I'm planning to get my international driver's license. How important that really is in the Philippines? Does anyone even check when you get pulled over? So yeah, great stuff, dude. So an international driver's license is important if your current driver's license isn't in English. If you already have an English driver's license, I don't think the international driver's license does anything really for you. However, if your current driver's license is in a different language, you're actually going to need that driver's license, that international driver's license. So I would say this: if you already have an English driver's license, I wouldn't worry about the international one for here in the Philippines. What you want to do, though, I think legally you can drive for like 3 months. I actually didn't get my Philippines license for 6, but then I just used my valid Colorado license to get my license here, and they just did a transfer. It was, once I had all the paperwork, whatever, it was easy. But it did take probably 3 trips, and whatever, each trip was at least an hour. So it just takes some time. You got to get a medical exam. You got to get a copy of like your passport, your ACR card, a copy of all your visa receipts. So it's just some legwork like that you're going to need. And then also a medical exam. The medical exam is cake. It's how much do you weigh and can you see? It's, very similar to the eye exam, the exam that you do at the DMV in the States, if you're from the States. So, but yeah, international driver's license, I wouldn't worry about it. But you're going to want something because you're going to get pulled over. Here in Cebu anyways, man, you get pulled over often. Even if it's just a registration check, stuff like that. I mean, I've been pulled over. I can't even tell you how many times now. Maybe 5 times I've been pulled over. 2 of those I got tickets for. So maybe 3 tickets. It's hard, right? The signage isn't good. You'll make a left turn where you're not supposed to make a left turn. And then you look back, there's this freaking tiny little sign, no left turn or one way. We're out in Bantan Island, right? Santa Fe. I was driving through there. Both Paul and I got a ticket for, going down the one-way street, and just no signage. And they, they do a lot of traps. Like, they've realized that they can make money by issuing tickets. Both the officer, because you could potentially pay them out, which you really got to be careful about giving these guys cash, because it is illegal for them to accept it and for you to give it, right? So, actually, I've only done the cash thing where I've given somebody, I think, like 1 time, man. So you got to be careful on that. So anyways, kind of going off in a long tangent, not like I normally do on stuff, but I would say the international driver's license is not very critical. Yeah. If you have an English license already. Yes, Troy. I'll be back in the Philippines in September. Second visit with girlfriend on Negros, dude. Yeah. I love your channel. Oh, thanks, brother. Appreciate that, Troy. Yeah, hope all is good there in Negros. I'm really excited to get back out to Negros. I was initially looking to move to Dumaguete back in November or whatever that was when my lease was up here. Yeah, I was out there in November of last year and really looked at Dumaguete as a possible place. It wasn't a good fit for me, but it's not that it's a bad place. Obviously, I think there's some really great things there. If you're kind of a country guy, like Nebraska, Kansas, Tennessee, whatever, Kentucky, I mean, I lived in a lot of those areas, so I get it, right? But if you kind of like that small town vibe, there is a big foreigner community there in Dumaguete, but I think it's a community that you can be in or not be in very easily either way, right? Which, as a new guy, that's kind of really helpful. So I think Dumaguete is that perfect spot for people who are more country living. They want a house. Maybe they got a girl already, that kind of deal. But yeah, Negros is great. Dumaguete is great. I'm really excited to travel around, do some riding around Negros. I have not really explored much at all. So I plan on getting back to Negros. I hope this year. I mean, definitely there's going to be a lot more Lete in my future. But yeah, man, good for you. Hope you get really back soon. Yeah, September. Yeah, nice, man. If you come through, see, September, I might be heading out to Lete. But yeah, let's let me know on the timing if I'm in Cebu or I guess Negros. Actually, I'd love to catch up. Scott, hey, what's up, brother? Yeah, glad to sing things. Yeah, things are going really well. They really are. I feel like I'm hitting a stride here in the great Philippines. Kind of things of, the first couple months to a year, it can be a little bit stressful, especially if you're here by yourself and you're just figuring out a whole new world, which, we want, right? It's why we come here. But that first 6 months to a year, man, is a little bit stressful. And, getting those friends kind of nailed down, people you can ask questions, get involved in community groups, whether if it's my community group or whatever, that's really helpful, I think, for folks. But, it takes a while to kind of get adjusted and kind of get things going. And like I said, for me, I feel like that first year was, of course, I added YouTube on top of it. So there's just a whole bunch of just holy crap, kind of stuff, but yeah, it takes a little bit while. So I think the things are going along well right now. How the devil are you? I bought a ukulele a while back. I practiced, yeah. I haven't learned a new tune on my whistle yet, but life is good. Yeah, nice, man. Yeah, good for you. Good for you. Yeah, the ukulele for me, I picked it up when I was recovering from my accident. I was in my wheelchair, and that picture, my profile picture, is me in my wheelchair when I was recovering from my accident. I started the ukulele, but after that, I just got so busy, I haven't picked it up. I want to. I do. It is something I still look to do, but I haven't done much in a while, man. Yeah, okay, you answered my last question really well, so let's see if I can stump you. Are there any recent changes getting an SRRB visa, or is it really pretty much the same process in the past? I'm not aware of any changes at all. I'm not probably the best one to answer that. I have not looked at that visa. I mean, I have, but I haven't, right? Since I didn't serve, right? If you served in the military, I mean, man, what an incredible deal. $1,500 deposit down on that, and you're in, right? But if you haven't, then I think it's a $20,000 deposit that you really can't touch or do anything with. So it's money just sits there. It's not in their interest. That's got to be in their select accounts, whatever, right? So that bothers me a little bit to have that big of a chunk of money. It's just sitting there earning no money. Now, what you can do is you can use that as a property, or use that to, you could use your condo or whatever as collateral for that 20,000. But I don't have that, and I don't necessarily know if I'm going to have that. I don't think that buying a condo is a kind of a good choice here, just because of the long-term deal, right? And even building a house, I'm a little bit on the fence with, so that visa really isn't, I don't think, in my future. I'm looking more towards maybe potentially a business visa, so that way I can legally operate a travel business or some type of business out of this country. But yeah, I'm not so aware of the changes that are made to that visa. I haven't heard anything. Jennifer Terry, well, she might not do visa stuff, but I'll be honest, the JRC, those guys are great. If you could reach out to them, they actually have a YouTube channel, but you could reach out to them directly, shoot them emails and write them questions. I'm a big fan of them. They actually helped me out recently with my recent visa. I was trying to extend it online, and it said that I couldn't for whatever reason. It came up in a bid route. Actually, you must come in, which kind of spooks you a little. It spooked me, anyways. So it was nothing. I went into the office in Lapu-Lapu. It's the first time I ever went into the office. I either extended through JRC or I've been doing it online. So anyways, I went in the office in Lapu-Lapu there, the immigration office, and it took me minutes. I got my ACR card and all that, but yeah. So pretty simple, but yeah, I'm not aware of any changes to the SRRB. But if you were look to find that out, like I said, I would check with JRC. They're just really great, friendly resource, good people. I'm a big fan of those guys. They have offices kind of all throughout the Philippines, definitely here in Cebu. I think they have one in Manila, and I think Dumaguete, maybe Iloilo now. So they're located all throughout the Philippines. Dean, when you mentioned you got a ticket, made me think of a Beatles song. She got a ticket to ride. Yes. Yeah. I've got a couple tickets, man. I'm telling you, Cebu City is a ticket happy city. Like everyone I know has gotten pulled over, and it's usually some kind of checkpoint. That's why it's really critical if you buy a new bike, a new motorcycle, you got to wait for that registration. Here in Cebu, anyways, there might be some areas where you can just ride around, whatever. But here in Cebu, you're gonna get it's not if, it's when are you gonna get pulled over? And a lot of it's just, hey, can I check your paperwork and that kind of deal. And you can keep your paperwork on the phone. So I took pictures of my OCR and whatever, couple, whatever those 2 documents are, the registration stuff. And I just show them that on my phone. And that's worked for that thing, that process, as far as getting pulled over, as well as that's worked for boarding ferries and stuff. So, but I also keep I keep a copy underneath my seat just in case they want a paper copy. Yes, she's got a ticket to ride. Troy, I prefer being away from the foreigners. Yep. Hey man, we spent time in Don Salvador. Would be a great ride too. We spent time in Don Salvador. Yeah, I want to ride. I want to. Oh, hold on one second. Sorry, my camera's been freaking out like this. Start cam. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, one second. Hold on. Let me switch my cameras. Camera. That's FaceTime. Yeah, for some reason it kicks off. I don't know why it's doing that, but it's doing that. And it's still not doing it. Huh. Settings, camera. Huh. One second, guys. Sorry. Let me, I did that last time too. Or not the last time, but the time before. Webcam. Zoom in a little bit. That's up. Zoom in a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. And then start cam. And one second, guys. I'm sorry. There we go. That's odd. I don't know why it does that. I apologize. Yeah, prefer being away from foreigners. Spent. Yeah, I do want to ride Negros. Originally, I heard Negros is some of the best riding in the Philippines. So I definitely want to check that out and, ride Negros around. I know that coast, but yeah, let's bring up the map. Let's bring up the map. Add to stage, Google Maps. So I hear this section of Negros is really, really good. Basically, south of Dumaguete, if you go to Bacong is where a lot of people stay about it. So Dumaguete, really nobody lives kind of downtown Dumaguete, right? You got the boardwalk and stuff there that you can hang out with, but nobody really is down here in downtown Dumaguete. Most of the people, they're here down in Bacong and Darwin, I think it is. Yeah, this area right through here is where everyone stays at. And this is the ride that's supposed to be nice, especially, I guess, if you get outside. Is this kind of this coastal road all the way down through here? So I'm really excited about riding that. And of course, people go up in the mountains and stay in Valencia. But actually, it's probably more up this direction. But yeah, so a forest camp. Yeah, forest camp. It's funny, for the longest time, the way Filipinos pronounce camp is comp. So I thought they were saying Forrest Gump. Anyways, all right. Yeah, StreamYard, remove. So yeah, I can't ride Negros. Check it out a little bit more. I spent like maybe a week in Dumaguete as I was kind of checking it out. Really shout out to Paul, old dog, met up with me and we hung out, shot a video. Really, really, really cool. And what a great guy, right? Just really, really, really good dude. Yes, from Calgary. How's it going, man? Why you tripping? How you been, man? How's stuff up in the Great White North, eh? How's everything up there? Hope you're having a good summer. Almost 4th of July. Yeah, almost 4th of July. It's July 3rd here. So July 2nd there, right? Yeah, man. Hope you guys are good. Keep an eye on the sky when you go to Leyte in September. Yes. Right? Twisting the night away with Typhoon. Yeah, definitely, keeping our eye out to the west. That's another thing too. You know what? Let's I like using, I think I'm logged in here. And shout out to Rod too from Amazing Philippines. He turned me on to this app here. Big fan of windy.com. I actually signed up for the premium service. This is what I do to watch low pressures, right? You can see them build up here. There isn't one now, but you'll see a big circular, formation here. And, what's nice about the storms, typically they come in, kind of like, in the United States, right? They come up the east coast of Florida and kind of ride up Carolinas, whatever, usually get hit, or they come down through the other side and go up, hit the Panhandle, Louisiana, that kind of deal. So there is a similar kind of pattern here where a lot of the storms come in and they hit Samar and Leyte in this region, and then they ride up Luzon. That's why freaking Luzon and Manila, they get a lot more rainfall than we do here in Cebu. So anyways, storms typically come in through here, and then they ride up. So Cebu, and then if you look at where I'm looking to be at in Leyte, it actually does get pretty protected by that storm. It's really not that far from Cebu, but you're absolutely right. Keeping an eye out to the east, watching these storms come in, and also too along those lines, I think it's really important for us to have a plan around that, right? So, my plan, if a storm hits here, is to go to Davao City, right? Let's pull up that map again. Hold on. So what happens with storm, and I don't know what the phenomenon is, but the big typhoons hardly ever, they go away from the equator, right? So there is a meteorological term for that. I don't know what it is. But so the storms, when they come in, they're going to come here and ride north, right? So if I go down south to Davao City, in theory, I'm going to avoid any kind of big storm. No, a big typhoon, right? I'm going to probably hit. It's going to be wet there in Davao City, but that's kind of my plan. If kind of like whatever was that a couple years ago now, Odette. Was it Odette? Crap, I can't remember. Whenever came through, ripping through here, that's where I would go, is just down to Davao City and chill out there for a month or whatever, and what kind of things got back in order here. And I think that's important for us to have that type of plan in place as kind of things develop, because you just never know. And it could be and the last thing you want to do as a foreigner sitting in some Airbnb somewhere, not knowing a soul, and sitting riding out a storm, right? Especially when you're talking a freaking big old super typhoon like Cat 5, like what ripped through here. So getting to a safer place. I mean, you can get flights for next to nothing, $100, less than that. I know probably last minute, so it might be a little bit more, but that's kind of my plan. Yeah, but definitely you're right. Keep an eye out to the east. Yeah, happy Canada Day, Chris. Oh, cool, man. All right. Yep. Yes, Jim. Marry a Filipino. Yeah, why not, right? Why not? Is it hard to stay fit in the Philippines? Yes and no, right? It's really interesting around that kind of topic. I immediately think of no matter where you go, there you are, right? So I moved here for that reason. I'm actually going to be shooting a video right after this about gym and fitness. I talked to my personal trainer and Anytime Fitness, and they said, yeah, you could shoot a video out here. So I'm going to shoot a video right after this, talking about the gym and stuff like that. But the reason I moved here to the Philippines is to focus on my fitness, right? So, but I got busy and stuff's going on and all that. That's there. No matter where you go, there you are. But yes, I think you can, if you have a commitment to it, right? So if you have a really commitment to exercise and fitness, absolutely, because you have time, but you got to prioritize that, because, that's another phenomenon, right? Time, it just kind of fills up with stuff. I'm not working, but I'm fine. I'm just as busy as I was in the United States. But yeah, so if you make time and all that kind of stuff, you can find a gym and that kind of deal. You can work out, you can hire. These things are really affordable. Now, gyms are maybe a little more expensive than the United States. I pay whatever, 1,900 pesos. Let's pull that up. What's 1,900 pesos? 1 second. Convert dollars pesos. Yeah, $32. So I paid $32 for a gym. And in the United States, I was Planet Fitness. That was $25, and it was a really nice gym, right? So I'm paying a little bit more for gyms, but the personal trainer that I have, I mean, it's like $100 a month for 5 days a week, and so it's dirt cheap. So that kind of stuff is really affordable. You can do is you can hire a trainer. You can also hire. And really, one of the things I'm looking to do, especially if I get out of Cebu City and get in some of the provinces, is hire a cook. Hire someone to go out and take care of the house, to do grocery shopping and cook meals for you, right? And then you can train them to say, look, I want grilled foods, I want lots of fruits and vegetables and that kind of stuff. So yes, I would say you can live healthier. It's going to take some work to kind of set all that up, but absolutely, man. And if you have a commitment to do so, right? Like you can honor your schedule and that kind of stuff as far as going to the gym. you have really have the time to do that kind of stuff, and you can afford chefs, you can afford trainers, so these things are all affordable, right? Yeah, but the food in general isn't super healthy. There's a lot of fried food, there's a lot of sugars. That's why I say hire someone to kind of cook and shop for you, because you can get go to some of these and get these fresh fruits and vegetables right from the market, really healthy foods. You got to train them. All right, you know what, I don't necessarily want a lot of stuff fried, I want these kind of meals prepped. You can, so you can definitely do it for sure, right? Great question. Yes, Xavier, my own Boonta. Great to see you exploring and riding around. Did you ride Panay Island? I have not ride Panay Island. I'm really interested. There was a video that Texas Filipino put out regarding some mountains up there. Yeah, man. Really excited about doing a lot more riding all throughout. Yeah, hope you're good there, man. Hope you're good. Life after 50. Chris, good to see you as always. I'm surprised you got into a relationship after Joe breakup. Mary Rose's sweethearts. Just surprised. Well, gosh, I know it seemed like it might have been quick, but it had been several months. Like, so really, Joe and I, we were done back, I don't know, was that November? Maybe even October, right? So it'd been, but I was trying to really get her set up on her channel and all that stuff. So we kind of really, it was a month and a half before we really just kind of parted ways, and a little bit dramatically too, I might add. But anyways, even if you just say December, January, February, March, well, we started dating like April, May. So it's like 5-6 months, that I'd split up before I started dating. And, and there was some stuff around that for me too. Like I was like, do I want to just take my time? Do I not want to date? I really didn't move out here for dating. But then, we just kind of met, we traveled around, and honestly, what kicked it off for me, it was traveling around Chad too. He's really focused on dating. And so we hung out together for like a month and a half, and then just, being around that environment, I kind of got a little bit in that bug also as far as dating again. And so, yeah, but yeah, it was months. It wasn't even weeks or days or that kind of deal, right? Like it was good several months. Yeah. Yeah. Just, I don't know if that helps with the timing of it, because I think some people are still shocked that we're not dating, Joe and I. It's like, that was last year. Yes, greetings. Yeah, so sorry about probably you there's a 20-second timeout. So if you type something and then you try to type again, you just got to wait 20 seconds. And the reason I do that is because of it just keeps people from kind of spamming the channel if they're here just to kind of create a problem. Yeah, can you expand on why you wouldn't buy a condo? Absolutely, May. So a really good example is the Avita Tower here in IT Park. The new one, the original ones, right across the street from the Cebu condo. I actually stayed there when I first moved to the Philippines. I stayed there for a month. And now these condos, when they were built 10, 15 years ago, these were some of the best condos that you could find on IT Park. And they're still not bad, but they're kind of run down. You got the siding coming off, you got stuff falling apart. And then I stayed in Selenia for a whole year in the Cebu Business Park. I stayed in Tower 2. That condo, maybe even still today, has a broken elevator that never gets repaired. So what I'm noticing, and what other people have commented on, is when you get in these condos, while they're nice the first several years, they don't necessarily maintain them to the standards that we're used to, or to keep them even new, like fresh paint and replacing broken things, that kind of deal. So 10, 15 years, you're left with a rundown investment that nobody's going to buy from you, right? You let's say you bought it for 125,000 US dollars, which is incredibly cheap. That's really expensive for here, right? So you bought something that you can't ever sell, which isn't a big deal if you plan on living in it forever, but you can't ever sell it because no one's ever going to give that money back. And now it's even run down. So that's why I look to maybe not buy. Now, there are some exceptions, but you really got to dig. Like the place I'm in now at Rockwell, it is probably the premier condos in all of Cebu. I mean, I have celebrities that live all around me. I don't know who the heck they are because I don't know any of the Philippine celebrities, but what's her name? Kim Chu and Mateo, and all these names are what Filipinos know. I don't know who they are, but they're my neighbors, right? So this type of thing is this is a nice neighborhood, but these are very few and far between. So if you're going to buy a condo, you really, really, really have to dig and look at, you do your homework as far as, are they maintaining them, stuff like that, right? Because you're going to buy a $150,000 condo, and 10 years from now, it's going to be worth nothing and it's going to be run down. So it's almost worth just to rent, to bounce around. You're talking maybe 30,000 pesos, whatever, $300-$400 to rent a brand new property, and you stay there for a couple of years, and then you go to the next one. Then it also allows you to kind of move around, see some different spots and that kind of deal, right? So yeah, great question, May. I'm currently in Cebu City, but already getting a little bored with IT Park. Where could I travel to meet a girl? I'd go to Ormoc, brother. I'd go to Ormoc, like that. I would go. It's so easy to go to. Hop on a ferry. They got 4 a day. Hop on a ferry and go to Ormoc. Hang out. Now, look, when you go there, the provinces in general aren't good places to go to date a lot of girls, right? If you're looking to like date, whatever, have 3 or 4 dates a week, Cebu City, Manila, Angeles, right? Those are the cities you want to go to. But if you're looking to meet like a wife or a girlfriend, no question, get out, go to Ormoc, go to these towns that are easy to get to by a ferry, and just chill out there for a couple months. Like I said, though, you can't date around like in Palawan where I'm at, right? Or going to be and hanging out there. I date Mary Rose. Look, they all know I'm dating her. And if I start dating somebody else and that kind of deal, it's just you become a chick boy, and then nobody's going to date you. Those aren't communities where you can date around, but there are communities where you can find a phenomenal wife or girlfriend, without a doubt, man. That's what I would say. But and you also too want to look at what you're bored at, and there's not a ton to do as far as entertainment in these province areas too. I'm a motorcyclist. I love motorcycling, so I don't necessarily care about movie theaters and restaurants and all that other crap. I mean, they're nice, but really the reason that has me looking outside of Cebu is it's hard for me to ride anywhere. If I want to hop on the bike and ride, I gotta go through a bunch of traffic to go anywhere, except if I go one direction, east up the Trans Central Highway or west. But yeah, so it just kind of depends on what you're into. The provinces, you could be real bored, but to me, one of the things that I want to go to the provinces, I want to go to these markets. I want to, have my day about going around, picking out some really cool fresh fruits and vegetables and fresh fish, and going home and cooking that crap, and then going to the gym and working out. So my priority is like a great gym, really lively kind of market that I can do some shopping and stuff like that. And maybe, yeah, and really good roads where I can ride around on. But yeah, so it just kind of depends, man. But dude, there's all kinds of places. But I could say this: if I was a single guy and I was looking for a wife or a girlfriend, and here in Cebu City, I'd go to Ormoc, like that. And you'd meet a wife or a girlfriend probably within weeks. It's just, yeah, it's really, really good out there. Greetings from Toronto. Happy Canada. Yeah, another gentleman was saying that. I'll be in Cebu July 29th. Permanent move. Yeah, man. We'll be here. Look me up, Christian. We'll be here. Look me up, man. We're around. We got a group of guys here that hang out, we do stuff, we travel around. Yeah, good for you, brother. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to meet you. I think the camera is confusing you, Bruce. Right? Shining off my head. Hey, Martin. What's up, brother? What are you doing there? I heard you bought the NX 500, man. How you liking that bike? Oh, Craig. Yeah, it's counting down 29 days. You too, Craig, man. Look me up, man. Looking forward to introducing you guys to the guys out here. Yeah, there really is a good group of guys out here. We just laugh so hard. Freaking George, Britt, all these guys just absolutely bust me out, man. Absolutely bust me out. They're just so funny. Good guys. Good guys. Fresh aerobic walk. Looking good for the ladies. There you go, man. There you go. The nature park. Malcos are beautiful on Negros. Yeah, man. I want to get out and ride Negros. I really do. I want to ride it. I want to vlog it. I want to ride it. I'm just trying to figure out when. There's a guy I met. He just brought a 250 V-Strom, and he's riding around Negros. He's moving down there. So I might do it in September. I'm not quite sure yet. When Mary Rose goes back to school, I might head that way for a couple weeks and then meet back up with her in Leyte. It's kind of what I'm thinking. I might do that. I might go that direction. Try to go to the province. Yeah, man, absolutely. It just depends. It just depends. Like I said, if you're looking to date around, I would not advise people to go to the provinces. But if you're looking for a girlfriend or a wife or that kind of deal, absolutely, man. And you'll find one like that, man. Just like that. I mean, so quick. Really, really, really easy to find good girls out there and girls who want to be with you. That's the other thing, man. Just, hold on one second. I'm just going to plug this in. There's a kind of a statement that goes around like, know your value and you're the prize and that kind of deal. And, just that was one of the things too, is just find a girl that really wants to be and who's into you, that kind of deal. And just making sure it works, because there's just so many options here for us. So many options, really, really, really incredible to be here. But you want to be careful too. I do know guys, and I brought this up on lives before. I do know guys that just get lost in the dating, and that's all they do. And like, look, and there's nothing really inherently wrong with that, but just be careful. You can get lost in it, right? Like, because we come from a space of scarcity to abundance. And then, I think Rike puts it like a kid in the candy store phase, and you just are running amok phase. But, just be careful, right? Lots of great girls out here. So just be honest and upfront. If you're looking to date around, just let them know, Yeah. Our Canada Day is July 1st. So yes, sir. Yeah. Summer has been mostly kind of cooled. Approximately 15. So yeah, no worries, brother. Yeah. Interesting, huh? Nice and cool. So the weather here has been, it's been a hot, dry season. So the summer here is what, March, April, May. That's their summer. And then they start to get into the wetter season. And right now we're in that. So like every day we got a shower or so. So it's a little cloudier, a little cooler because it's cloudier, but definitely humid. But yeah, not bad. I don't, the weather here has been a non-issue for me. Yeah. Mr. Big, the ADV 160 is enough. The V-Strom T should be more than enough for, yeah. I'm in that inquiry, Mr. Big. I'm in that inquiry. Look, I would say this. If you're outside of Manila region, because Manila region has a 400cc limit on bikes on the interstate, right? So if you're outside the Manila region, I would say the ADV 160 is probably the best bike you can get. It is so, for many reasons. It's practical. You could sell it if you needed to. Because it's what a lot of people have here and ride. So you could sell it, and resale could be in it, kind of like the condo, right? If you buy a bike like mine, big whatever 370,000 Royal Enfield, no one's going to buy that bike. And I mean, I could sell it because I'm on YouTube, but the average Joe isn't going to be able to sell that. So it's a factor when you're looking to buy a bike. So if you're outside the Manila region, I say the ADV 160 is probably the most practical machine. Now, if you're looking for a motorcycle, like if you like for me, I like the clutch and the rear brake. That's a kind of a current inquiry, and I don't have the answer for that yet. I feel like the best bike hasn't been made yet. I do have my eye on the 2025 KTM 390 Adventure. If there's a 490 Adventure come out, that might be good. The 450 Himalayan also might be, but it just depends. There's a lot of street riding here. In all the exploring that I've done so far, it's all been paved, with the exception of small sections of washed out road, right? So, having a more street bias machine in between the 300 and 500cc range, I don't really feel like they're out there yet. Also, that's easy accessible in this country. So there's a lot into that, and it's a current question that I have and that I'm diving into. I do think maybe the 2025 390 Adventure might be that bike, but I don't know. We'll see. Great question though. But I would say this, like I said, if you're okay with a scooter and you don't necessarily mind a scooter, and you just can't beat the practicality of the ADV 160. You get all the storage underneath. You get a top box, brother. You're good. I know a couple guys who bought them and they love them. Yeah, condos are not good. Yeah. The only thing I would say about a condo is that if you're, same with my bike, right? If you're in the world like you're never going to sell that, then whatever, buy it. And yeah. If you plan on being there forever and never not going to sell it, then yeah, absolutely. And if, like, look, if you got a big budget, you know, you're not really worried about money too much, whatever, buy it. You know, you could do it, whatever. Yeah. My Filipino girlfriend here in the US says when I go to the Philippines, if I run into you, we'll look like brothers. Nice, man. Nice. Wow. Shaved head, built 5'9", 225. Sorry, there was kind of a naked Filipino wandering around my house. All right. No, I won't turn the camera. Yeah. All right, brother. Nice, man. Well, let's come by and hang out. We'll take some pictures and we'll hang out, man. So you work from the, I work from home. I don't really work at all. I'm semi-retired. You know, I kind of got in a fortunate situation where I you know, was getting divorced. I was sitting on a bunch of cash, and because I had to pay off that divorce, right? This is right when the pandemic hit, and I sold my house, and the you know, the pandemic hit the March of whatever year that was, right? 2020. The market's freaking tanked, and I was like, oh. So I moved a bunch of money over there, and that's kind of what I'm living on right now. Is that, I mean, I was up like 90%. So, but so I'm kind of semi-retired. I got to be careful. I'm not rich by no means, not at all, not close. I'm just, you know, gonna get to 59 and a half, and then I got a 401k and stuff like that. So I should be good. But yeah, pulled the trigger early and sold the farm and moved out here. I agree. It's a great channel. Yeah, thanks, man. The rent in Southeast Asia is a great value, and I don't know why you'd want to buy. Yeah, you know, gosh, I go back and forth, man. I really do. I'd love to have a home. I'd love to have a home, right? You know, I owned my home in Colorado, and I miss being a homeowner. I miss having that base. I miss a place where I can kind of put my stuff. You know, I wouldn't say I'm a minimalist at all. I really love technology. I'm freaking, you know, freaking cameras and crap all over, and drones, and you know, so I like gadgets. I do like that. I don't want to accumulate this kind of stuff I had in the West, but you know, a base where I can, you know, that kind of deal. I do like that idea. I just, yeah, I struggle a little bit around that. But I would say this for me, what I'm looking to do, instead of buying a condo, build a home, and then, you know, buy the land, you know, whatever, you know, put the land in Mary Rose's name, and then put a lease where I can lease it from her for 50 years, you know, whatever, in theory, I'd be 103 years old, right? So, and then build a house on top of that. You know, it's kind of what I was kind of thinking. I don't know. I'm still playing around with that. What's more expensive, condo or a girlfriend? Yeah, they're both about the same. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. John, I'm retired from motorsports, photographer. Oh, so cool, man. Yeah, man, so cool. Yeah, I love the fact you're a motorsports and a photographer. I'm a photographer by hobby. You know, I'm doing the channel, and you know, I'm really actually impressed with this iPhone 15 camera. The night capabilities on this camera are just amazing. I'm really loving it. So yeah, I'm a photographer by hobby and a videographer by hobby, right? So yeah, really cool. But yeah, it's two wheels. Look, Southeast Asia in general is a two-wheel community. I mean, they're like, they have to, right? These guys, they're like born on motorcycles. So some of the best riders in the world are right here. Now, is it motocross, like kind of the stadium kind of stuff like you see in the West? No, not at all. But it's here. It's here for sure. You know, one of the ideas that I had recently was to buy some land in Leyte and set up like an adventure area where guys can ride and stuff like that. I think that would be really spectacular. But yeah, I would say it's here. It's not at the level like you would have in the West, like with big stadiums and that kind of deal. But it's here. There's motocross guys. I see dirt bikes that are here. Some of it's just practical nature, like they live up in the mountains and they're riding them. But yeah, it's around a little bit. Yeah, cool, man. Good for you, John. Yeah, Sam Turner, aka Captain Blue. Hey, what's up, man? Oh, that's too funny. Yeah, man. You bought two of them, didn't you? In case one's in the shop, you got another one around. I'm coming to blow 100 count bikes and bitches. There you go, man. Yeah, there you go. You know, you can make that last quite a while, or you can burn through it. You can spend money here. It is cheap, but you can spend money here in the Philippines. You definitely can. You know, I'd say I'm not a budget minded guy. I need to be a little bit more of that. I kind of operate out of scarcity. But you know, I think I'm hovering around right around probably 2,500, you know, a month with my trips and all that stuff, girlfriend and that kind of deal is right around where I'm at. So you can spend money here. But man, I'm telling you, if I move to the provinces, that money gets cut in half. You know, it really does depend on where you're at as far as your costs and stuff. Man, I can get a house for like 5,000 pesos. Hold on, let's pull this up. I can get a house for like 5,000. It's like, that's less than $100, guys. Less than $100. I can get a house for 5,000. You know, my internet stuff's probably going to be the same. I cut my food costs dramatically because I can hire. So for like I can get a yaya for how much? Mary Rose, a yaya for like 5,000-6,000. Palampon? Yeah. So you can get a maid for like 6,000. And huh?
I mean, there are some that no aircon, no furniture.
No, yaya.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So how much for yaya?
It depends.
How much? Roughly?
5K.
Yeah. So like 5K for a yaya, you know, cooking, cleaning, that kind of stuff. And yeah, so another $100. And that right there will save you from eating out. So yeah, man. Yeah, you can blow some money, but you can also save it. Just really depends on where you're at. I'm going to laugh my ass off when you whine about your bum hurting after. Yeah, no, I probably won't get that bike either. I've decided, since I added my luggage rack on my bike, it really does. It works for me now. It's not the ideal bike for me either. The riding triangle is so small, but my current bike does work for me now. I can travel 2 up. I can throw a bag on the back. I can ride around for short trips. That's the other kind of really interesting thing that I've kind of talked about with my buddies. You don't need a bike that you could ride 5 hours in the saddle. And the reason being is there's nowhere to ride 5 hours. I mean, you ride 3 hours and you're at the end of an island. So I feel like my bike, the bike that I'm looking for, isn't out there yet. It's not made yet. You know, I've been riding long enough to know that it is right tool, right job. You know, gold wing on a BDR, it's just, you're miserable. You can't even do it, right? So I'm really just kind of really looking at the right. I bought a Tanner 700 and I didn't like it because I just wasn't advanced enough. It was too top heavy and that kind of deal. So I'm really just kind of in tune with buying the right bike for the kind of riding that I'm doing, which is hard. You know, we look at these bikes and, oh, they look good, they sound good. You know, we want to get out and ride them and then figure out we got a gold wing on a BDR and we're just miserable. So I'm really in that inquiry. What's the kind of riding that I'm doing? And then what's the kind of bike that's out there that I want? And there really isn't. I am looking for that, you know, that 80-20 bike, that 80% street bike, and that can do some mild off-road stuff. And maybe that's a scrambler. I don't know, man. And then also too, in the 300 to 500 cc range, you know, Triumph came out with that 400X. Honestly, I feel like the KTM, but I kind of like that CF Moto 450. I like the parallel I like the 2-cylinder bike with a 270 crank. I mean, that bike just sounds good. But I feel like for my type of riding, it's way too off-road orientated. I'm like I said, an 80% street rider, and that's an 80% off-road bike, right? So I love a 2-cylinder. I love what a 270-degree crank. That sound, that feel, that engine. I love that engine. But I want something more street biased than off-road bias, right? So I think it's coming. Any virgins would you say in the Philippines? Yeah, they're everywhere. It's really interesting. I've actually you meet a bunch of them, and they're above older 30-year-old virgins. There's just a lot of them here. Yeah, you'd meet a lot of conservative girls out here. A lot of them. A lot of conservative girls. That's why for us Western men, it's a really good fit. Yeah. I've met more virgins in the past year and a half than I have, since I was in high school, right? Yeah. They canceled? Ah, crap. That sucks, man. Yeah, thanks, Jay. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I'm having fun with my videos lately. I'm really having a good time. I feel like I'm getting into a groove. I've added some music and stuff where I'm experimenting with, right? What's that feature? I can't remember the music software that I have. Hold on one second. Let me open it up. Epidemic Sound. So I'm getting some quality music that I'm putting in, which I'm having fun with that. I'm learning a lot. I feel like it's just been fun. I'm really enjoying my videos. I've got some really good ideas as far as motovlogging and camera setups. And I'm liking the dual cameras, the one in the front and one in the back. I also want to shoot more of the drone stuff with my riding. I want to put cameras down at like intersections and turns. So I'm really having fun with it. I'm really enjoying it. It's keeping me busy, which is important as we get out here. Hey, brother, I'm glad you're live. Looking good. Yeah, man. No, these are my best years. They really are. Yeah, no, I'm feeling really good. Feeling really good. Thank you, brother. I hope you're good there too. Craig, I heard the big condo builders are starting to panic. They can't get units sold. Yeah, I'm not sure on that, Craig. I haven't heard that, but it makes sense. I mean, you just look at the skyline. There are condo units going up all over the place. So I do feel like it would be a good market to buy. It's a good market to rent. I would just say, look, any kind of thing where you're buying something really expensive, like my motorcycle or stuff like that, you'd want to go into it with a mindset that you're never going to sell it. And if you're cool with that, then whatever, right? It does make it easy to get the retirement visa. You could use that as a deposit. It just depends on your budget. If you got you're coming here with whatever, 5-6K a month, whatever, you want to buy a place here. I mean, maybe you could rent it out. There's some tax stuff. You probably have to get some legal stuff around renting that, but whatever. It just depends on your budget, right? It's just the thing you want to look at is 20 years from now, 15 years from now, what's that property going to be like? And if that's not a worry for you, screw it, man. I got, income that I can burn, and I'd rather have a base. I get that. Honestly, if I had the budget, I would buy a condo here. I would, and use that for my retirement visa deposit in a heartbeat. I love Cebu. And having this being a base and travel around, and then whatever, man. 15 years from now, if it's not really a good place, whatever, I'll offload it or do whatever. I'll get rid of it I'll donate it, whatever, right? If I had that kind of budget, absolutely, I would. Absolutely. Yeah. But most of us don't, And if I was super budget minded, maybe buy a house, maybe, I don't know. I was just running the math kind of on that. If you could rent a place for $30,000 a month, what's that? Around 600, or it was like 6,000 a year. It'd take like 30 years for that to be 120,000. So does it necessarily make sense from a financial standpoint to buy, to even build a home for like 120,000 when it would take you 30 years to kind of rent if you rented for 30 years? I don't know, right? It just, I think it, like Paul, he's doing it for May and then, whatever, if you got a younger wife, then yeah, that makes sense, right? Yeah, good stuff, guys. Smurf, I know what you mean about having a base. That way you can settle in, build some nice, tech. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, we're same page, man. Yeah, that would be, that's what I like about here is I've got set up, no, I'm with you. I would like that. And kind of like building my home too would be along that, I could build a little 2 to 3 bedroom place and, have that all set up, have a nice garage, store some bikes, that kind of deal. Yeah, I'm with you, man. Yep. But again, it'd be a forever place. I feel like it would be a place that you'd never sell because you just wouldn't get anything out of it. Hit the like button and then rehydrate. Yes, Jack Tripper. What's up, Jack? How's it going? How's Chrissy and Janet? Are those two alive? I don't know, right? What's up, Jack? Thanks, man. Thanks for being here. Yeah, the countdown has become real. Less than a month on there. Good for you, Greg. Yeah. And if you're coming to Cebu, look us up, man. It's good guys. A lot of good guys that I meet and can introduce you to. We travel around. We do stuff. We just did a whole tour of the whole Bataan Island and come on with us. So look us up, man. Excited for you. Excited. I bet Mary Rose isn't keen on any of you getting a yeah. She's not. She looks at me. She's like, "Why? We don't need one." She's looking at me right now. No, she's not. And no good Filipino would be, right? But I've told her, it's like, look, you're busy, you're going to school, you got stuff going on. This would be help. Careful with the camera. We can't be doing a topless show here. Oh, too funny. I love this country, man. I love this country. But you're right, MV. You're absolutely right. Hey, what's up? I'm almost there. See you soon. All right, Island Cowboy. All right, man. Yeah, we're here. So just a quick, so probably through July and the early part, all of July and most of August should be here for the most part. And then when she goes back to school, which will be mid-August, I'm maybe go to Negros, do a quick riding trip there while she looks for an apartment in Leyte, and then I'll probably be in Leyte, and then kind of split time between Leyte and Cebu is kind of what I'm looking to do. So she's got a whole nother year of schooling to do before she graduates, and then so she'll be done May or June or whatever. So I'll probably split between now and then. So I'm in this condo through through February 1st, because I wanted to be here for Sinalong. So anyways, that's kind of my schedule and time frame, but I'll be around all of July, with whatever weekends here and there. We'll kind of do some stuff, but yeah, for sure. Look us up. Hey brother, stopping to say hi. Yeah, Jay, keep living the dream until I can make it over there. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. You're a chick boy. Yeah, man, there's nothing wrong with being a chick boy. There isn't, just being upfront and honest about it. I think you're going to meet girls that are fine with that. There really are. You'll meet girls that are like, yeah, no worries. I'm maybe whatever. They got their own dynamic. Jim, what's up? Cocoa, Florida, just joined. What's up, Jim? Hope you're good in there, man. Cocoa Beach. Yeah, I've been to Cocoa Beach. Yeah, nice. I lived in Tampa area for a while, right? I lived in Tampa for quite a while. Familiar with Florida? That's actually. So we talked earlier about going to Davao City for typhoons and stuff as my evacuation plan out of Cebu. My actually Philippines evacuation plan. If I need to move back to the United States, I'll go back to Florida. So my son's over there in the Tampa area. Shout out to you, Jake. So yeah, that's kind of my Florida is and I just feel like it's like clothing wise, like I don't have to buy a whole new winter wardrobe, right? It's easy for me. I'm used to the temperature. Florida would be where I'd want to go. And I've lived there before, so I know what's going on. Plus there's a retirement community there as well. So that's kind of my Philippines. It's not even really my Philippines evacuation plan, because honestly, if I felt like if I needed to leave the Philippines but still stay in Southeast Asia, there's a bunch of options here. Indonesia really kind of strikes me is some place I'd like to go. Vietnam, of course, Thailand. These are all places that if I needed to leave the Philippines for whatever reason, but still wanted to live in Southeast Asia, Indonesia and probably Thailand and Vietnam are where I'd go. But if I needed to go back to the United States, I'd go back to Florida. I'm telling you, buy the Honda CRF Rally and put a fat seat on it. I got one in Florida, one in Vietnam. That is an interesting thing right there. Yeah. Because the thing that would bother me about that bike is the seat. The other thing that I would be worried about a little bit, Sam, is luggage. But I know you can get, Kriega's probably got soft luggage you can throw on the back of that. Man. And they have them here. I like that bike, dude. I like that bike a lot. I do. I like that bike a lot. And you're right, man. I'd go anywhere. That would go anywhere. Oh, yeah. The seat would be my number one concern on that bike. But if you got a nice fat seat on that, you got me thinking. I like that, Sam. Because then you could go, then you could really explore too a lot more of the off-road stuff. But see, that's the thing I gotta look at. Am I gonna do that kind of riding? I'm by myself, I sold all my crap and moved to the Philippines, but I am pretty damn cautious, right? Like if I'm gonna go off-road riding, am I really gonna go out and do that by myself in the middle of the Philippines? Probably not, right? But if I had some other guys to ride with, that kind of deal, absolutely, that would be fun. And that is a good bike. I'll probably own one. I'll probably own one at some point because it is a really good dual sport, no question. Phenomenal machine. Yeah. And the nice thing about Honda, which is key, is you can get them anywhere. You can get them serviced. You can buy them. That's why I really kind of like that NX500 is I could go anywhere and get that bike serviced, right? And I'm not really a mechanic. I don't have tools to do a lot of crap here, right? I'm the kind of guy that likes just drop the bike off and, hey, you know what? Change the oil, look through it, check the prat, just run through the bike, right? That's kind of my riding style. I'm not set up with tools and stuff here to kind of do all that crap. But yeah, no, thanks, Sam. I appreciate you planting that seed. What is the SV66? Is the SV650 too much bike? No, SV650, great machine, right? Phenomenal bike. No, I think that's okay. I think if you're above 650, I think then you start to get into a little bit of an unpractical nature of that bike. Look, I honestly, one of my 790 Duke, man, I freaking love that bike. Love that bike. But I couldn't get out of first gear here. So that's the thing you got to look at. If you look at my riding videos, look at the speeds that I'm traveling at. I'm like, what, 30, 40 miles an hour max? I never hit 50. So if you got a bike like that, a freaking quick shift or 790 Duke, dude, you're just not going to be able to ride it. It's going to be a frustration. What's better to ride a slow bike fast and a fast bike slow, right? So yeah, the CRF 300 Rally, some of these small displacement bikes, the Hunter 350, they're just fun, man. They're fun. I really love riding my bike around. It just doesn't, it's uncomfortable. It's too small. Maybe I need to change out my seat. Luggage is another issue, but yeah, no, good stuff, guys. Appreciate good kind of conversation. Yeah, right. No, I think you're right on. I wouldn't want to go above a 650, but yeah, I think you'd be all right with that bike. It'd be fun. Yeah, the Versus 650, the V-Strom, all those. I mean, they're a little bit bigger bikes, but you'd be all right. The City, though, is just where you'd struggle a little bit, where the scooter just becomes super practical. But yeah, no, you'd be fine, especially if you're out in the provinces a little bit, you'd be just fine. I'm trying to find where I want to live before I get serious about dating. Amen, brother. But the temptation is there. Absolutely, dude. I've been in Cambodia 5 months, but I'm going to try to go to the Philippines and give CDO a try. Yeah, Eric. Yeah, wow, cool, right? Good for you, brother. Yeah. No, CDO sounds great. I've heard a lot about CDO. Yeah, you should look up, what's that? They got a vlogger out of there, Fly Me to the Philippines, right? They were just in town. I wasn't able to meet up with them, but they reached out to me, and I was in Bohol when they were here. But they're based out of CDO, and they seem to love it. I don't know a lot of people that love CDO. CDO was big on my list as well, and it still is. It's a destination I do want to check out. We can fly there from cheap, from Cebu. But yeah, CDO looks like a good option, for sure. Yep, and you can get there by ferry too. Yeah, no, I think it's great. Give it a try. Absolutely. Yeah, fly out and check it out. Right on. Good for you, brother. Yeah, did you check out the city gym at the waterfront? I have not been there, Jim. Yeah, I'll have to look at that. I bet you that would be nice. Yeah, that sounds really nice. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, thanks, man. I got hooked up with Anytime Fitness, which I kind of like because I hit when I was in Iloilo, I went to the Anytime Fitness in Iloilo. When I was up in Makati, I went to the Iloilo up there. So I like the nature that I can kind of travel around and hit that gym. I also got a trainer out there now that I'm working with, but I'll have to check out that gym. I bet it's really nice. Given that's at the waterfront. One of my goals as a professional photographer is to bring my skill and equipment to mentor young people to make a good living. Whoa, man. So cool, John. I hope we get to connect. I would love to chat with you about photography. I would love to. I am by far an amateur. I mean, I am an amateur, and I really want to grow and develop. During the pandemic, that's when I kind of started, and I bought a Fujifilm X-T3. I don't really shoot with it just because it's hard for me to carry this on my motorcycle. But I really, I'm exploring with it. I love it. Before I moved, I bought the new 56 mil prime, phenomenal lens, right? As you probably know. And I also have a 16 mil for landscape. So I like landscape photography a lot, but I love portrait stuff. I'd love to get in and really kind of shoot some of these alleys and stuff like that. Brother, I would love to connect with you. You know, I'd love to do some alleyway shots, right? That'd be so fun. You know, because I just find them really interesting. Like these really cool alleys with, you know, just all kinds of crap coming in and out of them, people, animals, and, you know, do some kind of not night stuff, but like kind of at sunset too. I don't know, man. Dude, I would love to connect. I'd love to talk to you more. Hopefully you come to Cebu. But yeah, and any coaching or advice or online resources that you have around photography, dude, I'm down, man. You know, that's kind of my focus right now is to learn as much as I can about photography and videography. So yeah, amen, brother. Hope we connect. Yeah, man. Thanks, Sam. I appreciate it. I'm, you know, like I was chatting with him. It's a hobby for me. I was a IT professional for 20 years, so I didn't do this stuff before. But you know, I'm having fun with it. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, with Epidemic Sound, you can monetize for your life as long as you subscribe to their service. With Epidemic, yeah, I think so. Epidemic Sound, I'll have to look. So I'm not an expert on how their services work. I mean, I pay like $10 a month, and I think I can just download the video. I mean, I do. I download the videos or the music from the website, and then I put them in my videos. So it's an interesting question though. If I cancel their service, do I lose licensing to those sound files? I don't know. I would think not, but I'm not an expert on how they work. But it does give me access because gives me access to kind of better quality music. The music stuff built into the YouTube, and it's just, I don't know, it's like elevator music. It's really horrible. So yeah. Lives are too, you seem more relaxed on cam. Yeah. No, I feel like I'm really coming into stride here in the Philippines in many ways. I'm not gonna lie. The first 6 months of being here, man, was rough. I really was scary. You know, there's a lot of questions of whether or not to do the right thing, and is this what I want to do? And you know, and it was a little bit scary. And I just because I hadn't gone into my routines yet, and I haven't found the exercise that I needed to do. And now I feel, especially over the last several months, I'm working out every day. I'm really working out hard. I'm in a good relationship with a great girl. I'm getting some of these questions answered in my life, like around health and you know, going to doctors and stuff like that. So I really feel like I'm coming into stride and living here. And it's taken a year and a half for me to do that. So yeah, I do. I feel good. Yeah. Thanks, Sam. Appreciate it, Chris. I can help you if you're Chris. I can help with your video and photography when John, really appreciate it, brother. I'm really excited to talk with you about that because I get, you know, you're creative, you know, and that we can share, and you can teach me maybe some of the technical stuff around photography because I'm so excited about exploring that. Like I really do. I think these alleyways are just phenomenal. You know, kind of like the doorway photography that's really popular. And not that I want to create popular photographs, but I find doorways and alleyways really kind of cool and interesting. There's a whole, I mean, I'm just walking through the street and I could see these shots that are there, and I just really I would love to learn how to capture them. Like how because I take these shots and they don't really come out like I want. So yeah, man, love to connect, John. What about buying a small used car? Yeah, my buddy Britt, he just bought a Mazda. But you know, I feel like you almost paid for used what you could buy for new, and the car too depends on where you're at. Like I wouldn't want to have a car here in Cebu. I feel it's more of a hindrance than a help. You can get around taxi. Driving in the traffic here is just crazy. But yeah, if you were out a little bit, sure, you'd maybe want a car like, you know, Paul and Dumageddon and that kind of deal. Absolutely a car out there. A car in Cebu City, not so much. Probably not the same with Manila. But if you're out in some of these other provinces, yeah, man, yeah. Jay, I agree with you on your videos. You have stepped up your game. They're more scenic and more informative, and the music is a nice touch. Thanks, Jay. Yeah, man, it's fun, man. I'm really having fun with it. And it's taken some time to get into my groove around that, and really just kind of to get better at storytelling. Like I'm still a little bit like I'm working on these videos from Benton Island, and just gosh, I feel like yeah, and even the Bohol stuff. Like I really envisioned a better video out of Bohol, and I'm going to reshoot that event again. I want to give you guys a full picture of stuff, like a full story. Like so, yeah, I'm getting better. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. We got a lot of different cameras now that I'm shooting with too. I'm bringing in videos from an iPhone. I'm bringing in videos from this Pocket 3 as well as my Action through my X3 camera. So I'm incorporating a bunch of different cameras. So yeah, things have changed a lot over the past probably month and a half, 2 months, where I'm kind of really growing and developing a lot. Yeah, thanks, Jay. I appreciate it. Did I hear about Jules passing away? I did not. Jules. I don't know. I'm just looking up, see if I can find anything. Oh, crap. Is that a driver? Formula race car driver? Oh, no, I didn't hear about that. If that's who you're talking about. Yeah. Dean, just going to give a dog a walk. Yeah, no worries, brother. Yep. Dog a walk. Is that code for something? Go Facts. What's up, man? Spending a month in Vietnam and in Indonesia. Beaches are stunning. People are so friendly. Lifestyle is so chill, so inexpensive. Great airports. Moving around all over South. Dating is awesome. Yes. Yeah, man. I think we talked before connecting in Da Nang. I'd love to go out to Da Nang. I'd love to go out to Jakarta. Also, too, hearing a lot just in Indonesia. Yeah, man. Just so many great destinations here. Phenomenal. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Good for you, man. Sorry. Yeah. I recently heard a deal where a guy lives rent-free in a property that was abandoned for a few years. To compensate, he fixes up over time. Yeah, nice, man. So rent-free for 10 years. That might be interesting. Yeah. Rent here, I mean, yeah, it'd save you money, right? But it's so inexpensive. It's like 300 or so. So not too bad. Like rent, yeah, 1% of value. So 150 would be okay. It's not even close to that in the Philippines. Rental market is depressed. Supply is outrunning demand. It depends on too where you're at. Freaking, I know Dumageddon. I couldn't find a place, and everything I looked at was garbage. I know here in Cebu City though, they're building up. What's a yaya? Yaya is a maid. So a yaya is someone who you would hire around 6,000 or so pesos. And what they do is they come in, they do all the housekeeping, they do the cleaning, they do the grocery shopping. So you could get somebody 6 days a week to live at your house. They'll clean, they'll shop, they'll do all that stuff, right? That's one of the things that's just so amazing about being here. These are services that in the West, right, that we wouldn't, most of us couldn't even afford. You know, you're talking to the top 1% would have that. But here, these are services that are so affordable. So yeah, a yaya is a maid that you can have come live with you. You just got to be careful and pick the right person and that kind of stuff. And stories about, you know, stealing and that kind of stuff. And obviously don't, you know, want to sleep with your yaya, you know. So there's a lot of problems that potentially around that whole situation. But if you're looking at, to me, if I'm looking at a healthy lifestyle and healthy living as well as saving money, a yaya is a way to do that. You know, you could hire this person and say, you know what, I want a lot of fruits, I want vegetables, I'd like this for breakfast, this kind of meal for breakfast, this kind of meal for lunch and dinner, and then they can make all that happen. And for me, just I've been a bachelor a lot of my life. I mean, I was married, but my wife didn't really cook and that kind of deal. But so anyways, I'm just not a big kind of guy that gets a lot of value out of doing meal prep and stuff. You know, maybe I could now have time and stuff. But anyways, you can hire someone to kind of manage all that stuff for you and then eat really healthy. You know, it is a great strategy for eating healthy is to hire a maid. Yeah, I turn on YouTube. This crazy motorcycle riding that lives a wonderful life of Oz. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah. What's up, X? Yeah, no, I should have put a thing out there. I didn't. I just kind of was talking to Mary Rose. I was like, you know what? I got a little bit of time this morning. You know, it's Wednesday. I haven't been live in a couple weeks. Just said, let's go live. So yeah, I did this kind of last minute live. So yeah, thanks for being here, X. Hope you're good. Any plans to tour Luzon Highlands? Yeah, absolutely. Edmond, Cordella, Edmond region. Yes, absolutely. Seems like most highly recommended by local expat riders and motovloggers. Yeah, tops. Yeah, I would love to go up to northern Luzon and check it out. I will be someday. Yeah, absolutely. Go up there. Sam, I'm in Florida. Got a couple of houses here. Yeah, come on, bud. Yeah, no, that's my backup plan. That's my backup plan. If I needed to get out, go back to the United States. I'm actually planning a trip to United States probably next month. I'll book tickets and stuff like that. I got to go back in May and June. So I'll do a trip, a couple weeks or so. So yeah, my daughter's graduation. So we're going to go out there and check high school graduation. So we're going to go see that. I'll probably spend a little bit of time. I'll go down and see my boy in Florida. I think anyways, or maybe fly him up. I'm not sure. I'll actually probably need to go down there. Anyways, so probably a trip to Florida, then to see my dad in Ohio. Do a little bit of a tour, probably May, June next year. So I'm actually getting ready to book that. But yeah, man, I'll look you up in Florida. He's in the Tampa area. So yeah, we'll probably be down there. Hey, what's up, Rebel? Yeah, good morning. Sunny Batangas. I'm late here. Yeah, no worries, man. Like I said, I didn't put anything out. Man, hope all is good in Batangas. Yeah. Itchy Boots has luggage on hers. Okay, yeah. Yeah, right? They have one. They have one in the dealership. They do. Talk about it go anywhere bike, man. Seriously. Yeah. That'd be fun too. A little torquey machine. Get that front tire up off the ground. Hey, you got me thinking, Sam. Be a fun little bike. And then you could open it up and do some trails. I brought all my climb gear too. So I actually have what do you call them? Marrakesh, the climb Marrakesh gear. So really good for hot weather. Super ventilated, great, armor in it. So I do have all that. I just need to get some boots. I left my boots there. I just bought a brand new pair of, what do you call it? Was it Tech 7? I think they were. I can't remember what they were. But I just bought a brand new pair of ADV boots. So I'm just missing boots and gloves. I've got a really nice helmet. I've got the showy, I can't remember what it's called, but I've got a really nice ADV helmet. So I'm pretty much, I could hop on a dual sport pretty quick. Yeah, please subscribe on my YouTube channel, Boob in the Province. Yeah, all right, man. I'll check you out. Jack Tripper, are you helping Mary? Yeah, a little bit. She's pretty independent in that way, which is rock star, right? But, traveling around, like, so she's here in Cebu City. So like motor taxis and stuff like that. Yeah, yes and no. She's pretty self-sufficient. She is self-sufficient and she's proud. So I help out with taxis. That's about it. And I'll take her to massage. I'd go out to eat together. Last night we did a massage. Really awesome, right? Yeah, she's over there like that. Want to come say hey now that you got clothes on? Let's say hey, babe. My own buntag? We're shooting for that camera. Yeah. How you doing? You good?
Good.
Yeah? Sleep good? Feel good? Massage was nice? Yeah. So, yeah, a little bit. Not much. She's pretty self-sufficient. Yeah. And a lot of that stuff, too, is kind of like you're traveling around and doing your stuff. It's really, it's not really much of an added expense. Jack Tripper. Eventually, I plan to do some astrophotography. Ah, cool. Once I get there. Yeah. I'll bet there with some years, but I'll build another telescope once I get a workshop together. Yeah, so cool, Smurf. Yeah, that sounds really awesome. Fuji X-T3 is a really good camera, man. That's so much to learn, right? I'm a hardcore street photographer. Dude, let's shoot, man. Yes. Man, come on. Get out here. Come on. Yes. Yeah. So where am I at? 805. Yeah, the street photography here. So that 56 mil, I know it's more of a portrait lens. What kind of lens would I get? Because I think I could shoot a lot of what I want to with that lens, but I need to do a little more exploring on a good street photography prime lens. What would it be, like a 35 mil maybe? I don't know. The 116 mil that I have, also have the kit lens, which is pretty good. It's not a prime lens, but yeah, I'm just looking to see if I have it around here. Yeah. So this lens here, too, this lens is another one Yeah, 16 mil. So this is my landscape lens. It's not really focusing that well, sorry. But this is what I shoot for my landscape photography, which is really good. And then the kit lens is supposed to be phenomenal too. But yeah, man, dude, let's hang out. Seriously, come on out. When you coming? Can you use the NCS for your music? All right, no copy. All right, okay. The NCS. All right, Troy. No copyright sound. Huh, okay. You can use NCS for, all right. Okay, I'll look at that. I'll look at that. I use NCS. All right, for my videography. Okay. No copyright sound. All right, I'll look at that. Yeah, appreciate that. Hey, Mike. What's up, man? How you doing? Hope all's good there. I also do street and landscape photography, drone photography, and videography. Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm learning a hobby, right? I've actually been in photography kind of my whole life, but I just, like hobby. Like I just kind of I love taking stills. I got into videography here, being here, but it's been a hobby most of my life. I enjoy taking photos. I do. And we're in a day now, technology, right, where it's kind of easy. You don't have to process film and all that stuff. Hey, from Victoria, BC. I'm returning to Benwayan this fall for permanent retirement. We'll have Olympus with me. Yeah, nice, man. Yeah, good for you, brother. I've been meaning to comment on your lightning strike picture. Yes. How did you make the moon glare off? Wasn't that an incredible shot, Mike? Wasn't that an amazing shot? So I did that with a freaking iPhone. And the night capabilities on this camera are amazing. Yeah, man. Really, really amazing. I will see if I can share that out. Yeah, one second. Pull up that shot. And I didn't edit it at all. But yeah, the night capabilities on this camera are just spectacular. Or maybe did I favorite that? No, I didn't. But yeah, really, really, really amazing capabilities. But no, I just shot that. There was some lightning off in the distance. I stood there for about 5 or 10 minutes and took about 50 different shots. And then I got lucky with one of them where the lightning was in the background. But I've done a bunch of those since then. And yeah, I mean, just that one didn't turn out. Yeah, that one's, I'll have to see. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through my photos here real quick. See if I can find that shot. Yeah, freaking epic, right? Let's see if I can share this now. Stop share, present, share screen, window, photos, share. Yeah, right? Like this shot. Yeah, really, really wild, right? I took like 50 of those, and lightning was in the background. The boats are there. Yeah, wild. I've taken a lot of night stuff. Really enjoying the night photography on the camera. Yeah, and that's just iPhone, you know. Yeah, Jules, he's a Philippines expat. Jules, the key that will move you forward in a different level of photography is understand your camera, and then you'll understand what a photo is going to look like. That removes the tech issue. Absolutely, John. So most of the stuff that I've been shooting with, especially with that 56 mils, I'll shoot. What do you call? Crap, I can't remember. So everything's auto except aperture. I can't remember the term for that, but so I've been setting my aperture manually, but then everything else I'll set the auto, and then I can mess around with the aperture, whatever 1.82, or set that. Can't remember the technical term, but yeah, no, you're right. Getting that mastered will put me in it, because I do feel like I've got an eye where like there are scenes I want to capture, but just getting it where it comes out the way I want it to. Chris, what is your favorite Filipino idiom? Perhaps one of the funny ones that makes a lot of sense. Perhaps a funny one. What is my favorite Filipino idiom? Oh my gosh, I don't even know. Yes. All right. So my favorite Filipino idiom is "Bahala na si Batman," which means leave it to Batman. And I think it is one of those things that describes the culture here a lot. Like just whatever, right? If you can't do anything about it, leave it for Batman to fix. So that would be my favorite. Bahala na si Batman. Then you're not thinking about your camera anymore and start thinking about your photographs. Yes, no, that makes sense, right? Yeah, if you nail down the basics, nail down the camera. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. Now I get it. My Filipino wife said, no maid. Yeah, that's right. No way. They don't like that idea. They don't like that. And I try to convince her, it's like, look, we could it'd help us out, help us both out. You're busy with school and you're running around stuff. You don't have to worry about cooking. You don't have to worry about cleaning. You just gotta, she can't be some, 20-year-old, that kind of thing. She's got to be, you gotta pick carefully. Pick carefully. Yeah. I sleep with all the help. Yeah, you gotta pick carefully. How are the stars at night from the city? Yeah, great night for. Yeah, no, I think the stars are. Yeah, there's some stars. Colorado up in the mountains, they had some pretty spectacular stars too. But the stars here are good. I don't know enough about that type of thing, whether if being closer to the equator would make that better for viewing or if elevation makes that better for viewing. Just in kind of my own thoughts and stuff, I felt like the stars were a little bit better in Colorado when I was up in the mountains. But they're definitely pretty good here too, that I've seen some stuff. But there were some nights in Colorado at elevation that I was like, wow, I almost thought I could see the Milky Way. And here they're pretty bright. Wait, a live-in made for 6,000 pesos a month? Yeah, absolutely. Just full live-in 6 days a week. Usually 6 days a week. Maybe you can get them. They have a day off. You give them a day off, and I think health insurance is also something that you can provide, which is really cheap if you sign them up for like Phil Health. But those are 6 days a week, and give them health insurance is a typical thing that you do. And yeah, 6,000, right? That's right. Check it out. It's just me. Yeah. Corey from Chicago. I know his channel. Him and his wife live there, and he bought 40 pounds of tuna for $10. His cool gym in his house. He also hit the like button. Yeah, no, I'm familiar with. I can't remember his name, Corey. But yeah, I've seen a little bit of his channel. Yep. Good guy. What's up, Danny? How's it going, man? So I'm telling you, Messenger is a nightmare. I don't get messages quite a bit on there. I get hammered with stuff, so I'm not avoiding or any of that kind. Like, it's really kind of hard to get me unless you're in front of me in person, and then that kind of is a little bit easier. But Messenger, email, all that stuff is a challenge to kind of as far as interacting with me. Honestly, the lives are really a good way, and the comments. I mean, I still answer every freaking comment. But if you reply to the comment, I don't necessarily see that. But yeah, man. Hope you're good there. Hope all is well. Yeah. Arrive in Cebu on July 18th, working, with JRC to get my extension courtesy. Oh, nice, man. Girlfriend will be joining me there. Yeah, JT. Well, look me up, brother. I'm here, man. I'm here. July 18th, right around the corner. Yeah, good for you. Yeah, man. Yeah, good for you, brother. Good for you. Yeah, so 35 millimeter is great for everyday street lens. Look at the mid-range telephoto, like 100. I'm hardcore, so my glass is prime. Yep. Yeah, those two are prime. I do the kit lens. The kit lens that came with this camera is supposed to be really good too, and that's not a prime lens, but these two lenses are prime. Yep. Yeah, thanks, John. I appreciate that. I thought I remember 35 mil was good for street, but I'd really love to explore with the 56 mil and do some stuff around that. So I was in Cinelogue and I did some stuff there. I love that. Let's see if I can share. I actually really love this shot. Did I favorite it? Didn't, did I? Man, what an idiot I am. I need to get better at organizing my photos. There's some Cinelogue shots too that I took that are just amazing. I don't know if I can get to that quickly. I'll try to get to that quickly. Nah, I'm failing. Oh no, here they are. All right, good. The girl. 1 second. Almost there. Almost got it. Yeah, gosh, I got hundreds of these shots from Sinaloa. Just what an event. And these were 56 mil. Oh, come on. Here we go. One of my favorites is this girl. I think that's it. Yeah, it's not the shot I'm thinking about, but it's not bad. I gotta share this one out. Add the stage. Yeah, so this shot I shot with my 56 mil, the parade. That's not the one I wanted, but so many shots, right? You could probably see them here too. It's really fun. It was a parade. They're walking by. Yeah, it was just a good time. I think I was around 2.0 on the aperture. Yeah, you're probably seeing all of these, but whatever. I can't. Yeah, and this was another indoor thing. This is here was the actual Sinalong event. Let's see what that is. Yeah, whatever. I'm learning. I'm learning. Yeah, I had to get the expedited passport renewal. Okay, yeah, expedited passport renewal. Yeah, I think mine's good for maybe 7 more years. 7 more years. Yep, trying to hit Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, etc. Good for you, man. Good. Yeah, good for you. Yeah, it's good composition. What shot? Oops, 822. Yeah, I'm learning, man. I'm just trying to figure it out. All right. Guess who's back? Back again. I was walking the dog. Is that code for taking the kids to the pool or something? Night photography is a balance between aperture, exposure time, yep, and ISO sensitivity. Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised how the iPhone just does it. I was just amazed by that. You didn't answer my question. How did you take the moon glare off your shiny head? I know, right? I had to be careful there. I didn't want to kind of blind out the neighbors as that flash went off. Still love the Dinosaur Olympus OM10. Yeah, real film, 35 mil. Wow, such great texture, a lost format. Yeah, dude. I remember as kids, my folks were photographers, and we do slideshows. You remember that? My folks did a big trip to Alaska, and I remember when they got back from that, we were watching reel after reel of slides from their trip. Yeah, too fun. Kevin, Chris, are there any good places that have good selection of adventure tires in Cebu? I'm finding there are very little choices of tires here. Dude, you are so true. I'm thinking what we have to do, Kevin, is buy them online and get them shipped here. Now, there are some places in Cebu kind of out. Where's that at? Hold on. Let's stop that. I want to present, share screen, Google Maps, share. So there is a place here. Crap, where was that? I think it was kind of near the Ducati. Yeah, I think it was in this area where there's a bunch of motorcycle down along this road. There were some motorcycle places where we looked at. One of them had a big snake in a cage out there. Anyways, yeah, there's some places along here. But I do think kind of online is the way to go. Yeah, a little bit. But you're right. It is tricky to find stuff like that. I did find some. They had some Pirellis. They had Scorpion Rally STRs out there, which is kind of tire that I'm interested in. But yeah, you're right. And there's a tire manufacturer from India. I can't remember who they are, but yeah, it is a challenge. I think online is the way to go. Motor Ace was telling me, which is a local shop here. They were telling me, Chris, to get them on. There's a tire shop online that they were saying I should get them from. Have some of my favorites. My Filipino wife thinks the ceiling fan on the night will make her fart. Dude, it's very superstitious, right? Yeah, the other Filipina is use some big spoons to eat with, which makes sense. A lot easier than using a fork. Yeah, dude, very superstitious. Yes, yeah. Some of the other ones. Oh yeah, cold water. They don't like cold water. They like room temperature water. Um, yeah, there's oh my gosh, there's a bunch of them that are just kind of funny like that. We will get together when I get there. Yeah. Oh man, I'm really excited. I've done every kind of photography from weddings to industrial. Man, I can't wait, John. Really, I'm really excited. Really excited. Yeah, your face looks so much more narrow. You're losing weight. Yeah. Or is the helmet too tight? My helmet is too tight. You know, this I think this camera is really good. I think I'm about the same weight. Dude, I'm working out like a beast though, man. I'm working out hard. Working out super hard. 5 days a week, training with this guy who's just kicking my butt. So he and I are going to do a video today. You're going to meet him. His name's Jason. He's actually a professional bodybuilder. He competes here locally and places, you know, in the upper top, usually top 1, 2, or 3. And he's just a beast, man. And so I'm training with him and just loving it. So, but yeah, I think I'm about the same weight, but I'm exercising pretty hard. Love the monologues. Thanks, Brian. I love it too. Motorcycling is a very big passion of mine. I love motorcycles. I love riding in this country. I'm really excited about my moto vlogs. I know they're not super popular, but I'm not worried about that. This channel isn't, you know, you got to build your audience. You got to build what you want. You got to shoot the videos that you like. I think a lot of the Filipino vloggers, they're making mistakes by chasing views. I think you got to put out content that you like. For me, that's moto vlogs and riding stuff. I get that it's not super popular, but you know what? I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about doing something that I love to do and capturing that out, and then worrying about all that other crap down the road, right? So I love moto vlogging. I love riding my motorcycle. I love capturing on camera. I'm getting better and better and better at that every day, and I can't wait to even. I've got some really good ideas as far as really capturing a better scene, like with cameras and putting them in good spots, like some of these curves that you ride around and these steep sections, just kind of putting cameras down and then filming that. So I'm really excited about my moto vlogs. A lot more of that to come. A lot more of that. I just need to get in a spot where there's interesting rides. Although I do want to. So one of the videos that I want to record and put up is a 360 video where you can control the video and just trying to ride through downtown, right through Cebu, right through IT Park, and then you can control the camera. So, but I appreciate that, Brian. Really do. Thank you. Yeah. Here is the challenge. Learn to fade into the background while doing street photography. Yes. It's hard to do here. Yeah, because we stand out as foreigners, right? Really good stuff, John. Man, I'm really excited to meet you. Yeah, really excited to meet you. Yeah, we have a lot in common. Yeah. When it comes to zones and walking the dog, though. from dodging the term. Pics look good. Yeah, thanks. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I'm having fun though. When you squint, your right eye opens more than your left. Is that the $6 million eye from your motorcycle crash? Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know. I did have a concussion as a kid. So I have a little bit of a, what do you call, David Bowie. I have a little bit 2 different colored eyes. Maybe we all do. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, too funny. Jim's Paradise Road. Hey, Chris, are you ready for a bald helmet? Yeah, hey, Jim, dude, that was hilarious, man. That helmet was so funny. Really fun. One of your greatest challenges is be able to edit your photography. Yeah, your files will become unmanageable for you. I know it, right? Yeah, you could see a little bit of my Cinelog shoot. I just had so many photos. And then what I need to do is get better at shooting and deleting, or I don't know. Maybe that's what I need to get better at. But I just feel like I've got a lot of junk. I accumulate a lot of junk photos. Slideshows, yes. 10 minutes of mom and dad's photos. Nodding out, yeah. Remember that, man? The slideshows? We used to do a lot of those. You know, even the sound of the projector as you click it. You remember? My gosh. Yeah, so wild, right? So wild. We're getting old, man. We're getting old. That's why, guys, we need to move out here. We need to start focusing on health, fitness, diet, eating right, dating young, beautiful Filipinas. You know, you got to get out here. You got to trust me, it works. If you spend over 200 US, 10,000 pesos, there's a 32% import tax. I found out the hard way ordering crash bars. Yes, outside the fill, so not really want to order online. Yeah, Kevin, with Amazon, though, you can avoid some of that stuff. But yeah, if you go over 200, you're right. You got some fees and stuff. But I'm like an Amazon, or ship it to you, or have somebody from the United States ship it. It's a slow roll, and that'll cost you some bucks too. Yeah, it can be hard to find some stuff here. No question, it can be. Jim, it's good that you're enjoying yourself in Cebu. I lived in Cebu, that mostly men only dream, yeah, of Cebu until I got sick. Yeah, man, I hope you're doing good. Hope you're feeling better. Yeah, I like it. I am leaning a little bit more towards getting out of Cebu a little more of a province lifestyle, just for many reasons, cost being one of them. But yeah, I like it here. I've said this a lot. I do think Cebu is that perfect city to start. I really do, guys. I think it's a perfect city to start your adventure in the Philippines. You can branch out, spend some time here, and then you can fly out of the airport here. You can take ferries to other cities too. So, but Cebu really gets you in the middle of the Philippines, and then you can kind of branch out in a bunch of different directions. So, highly recommend it. Bike space, photography. Yeah, let's do it, man. Come on, John. Dude, when are you coming? Get on a plane now. Come on, man. Yeah, what's the RPM for the Philippines content? Oh, what is my RPM? Crap, I don't know what I'm at. I think the live's a little bit higher. I haven't looked at the stats recently of what my RPM is. Yeah, I'm not sure, brother. I'm not sure on that. And it depends on other guys, right? Like it's going to vary. Like Paul, I'm sure his RPM is pretty high. I can't remember what mine is at, man. Yeah, good question, though. I'm not sure. Yes, Dave. What's up, brother? Where are you at, man? Where are you at right now? Are you traveling around? Are you back here in are you back in the Philippines? I don't remember where you're at, man. This guy travels all over too. Yeah. Right in the shot with your headlight on. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think my headlights do I have daytime stuff? I might. If not, I can turn them on. What is the app that you show on your riding videos with the altitude miles per hour? Okay. So Jim, that's part of the GPS remote, right? So that's all part of this remote that I have from Insta360. So it fits right in here. Yeah, you get the picture. It fits in here. This will mount on my handlebar, which I'm actually going to experiment too to see. There's another one too that I can get to fit on my wrist. But so this is a remote that syncs up, and then it'll bring in the stats to the camera. And actually, I have two of them because I have two cameras. So that's what that's about. You good, babe? Okay. So yes, yeah, I really like it. I really like the stats. Yeah, here we go. Got it in there. Yeah, I think it's interesting. Although the slope didn't really come out like I wanted it to in that last video, there's some really steep sections that it's kind of bouncing all over the place. It was kind of hard to get, and maybe it was because it was on my handlebar. I'm not sure. I'm gonna experiment with like putting it on my wrist. Yeah, it's really cool. So I just turned it on. And so what's nice about this is so I can have the camera, right? Just turn on the camera, which is cool. I can have the camera going, and then this will be on my handlebar. This will be on my handlebar, and I can start and stop the recording right from here because this is like up behind me, right? So this is like my bike, it's up behind or in front of me, and then I can just hit record. There's a record button on the top. Yeah. Just like that, and now I'm recording. So, and then I can hit that button again, and it stops. Yeah, really convenient. And it also brings in the stats. So it's easy for me to record, stop and start recordings, and it also brings in those stats. Although I'm a little bit disappointed with it, like I said, the slope stat just seems to jump out around quite a bit. I really wanted to get that slope stuff in the Trans Central Highway because, dude, I'm telling you, the grade of that road is just absolutely insane. And it didn't really capture it like I wanted to. So I'm still learning. Still learning. But yeah, that's how I get those stats in there. Yeah, crazy, right? Dude, that's one of the things I love about being here is I have no idea what's going on politically. Like zero. And I love that. It's one of the reasons why I left, honestly. And I'm not really for any party. I'll be honest with you. I think I voted for Mickey Mouse the last election. I just can't, I really struggle with the fact that, our best candidates are a guy who barely knows the alphabet anymore and a guy who's probably going to go to prison or is a whatever, right? Like, look, I'm no angel either, right? Like I've, been around the block, former drinking problem and stuff like that, right? But look, I'm not running for president, but I'm so frustrated with the fact that this is what we do as a country. I mean, these are the people that we're putting in office. I'm just disgusted by it. And I'm just so glad to be here away from that, right? That's one of the reasons why I left is I'm embarrassed of who we are politically. It's just horrible. This is the best we can do, right? And no offense towards either one of them, right? But these are leaders of our country. And, it's horrible, man. It's embarrassing. We should be embarrassed as Americans, I feel, and with regards to politics. Could you imagine several people trying to control the camera and all trying to control the camera all in the different directions? Oh, yeah. So you're talking about the 360 stuff? Yeah, man. Yeah, I feel so. What I could do is I'll shoot the video. It'll be in 360 format. And what you could do, if you're watching on your phone, you can move the camera, or you can move your phone around like that to get the view. But if you're watching it on your computer, you can just use the mouse to drag around. I'm gonna experiment with it. I don't know. Yeah, I think it'd be kind of cool. I could see where that would be really fun, especially in like heavy traffic, or like if I'm riding through IT Park, because then you can move the camera around. Heck, you could see what you want to see in IT Park. I could see where it's going. Wrong stream. Yeah, no worries, man. Hope you find your good spot. Keep working out hard. You'll change. Yeah, I changed from Bruce Willis to Mr. Clean. I know, right? That's what Mary Rose was saying. Especially as I was mopping the floors. You look like Mr. Clean. Yeah, I have an 05 Harley David Springer Classic. Beautiful. And my own motorcycle ministry. Revisited Davao. Okay, cool. Yeah, and found their used bike inventory. Yep. Yeah, you might be able to ride that bike there. The problem with Harley or a big bike, any bike, really, I kind of feel any bike above 650. It's just really, and most of the Philippines are not practical because you're not riding fast. Like you don't really get above 40. I don't get above 40 miles an hour. And then something light, agile, better, and a little bit of traffic is a little more needed. But yeah, maybe in Davao, getting out on the roads and stuff like that, you might be able to. I haven't rode Mindanao yet to know for sure. What's the app you use for your videos and motors? Yeah, did that repeat, or is that someone else asked that question? That might have repeated. But yeah, they come in from the remote. Yeah, working on it, bro. The move came and went so quick. Yeah, the move can't come quick enough. Yeah. I hear you, man. Yeah. Have you looked for a local motorcycle repair shop that does custom work, or just local fab upholstery shop that could custom parts, because seats, tires? Yeah, for my seat. So I did a video on my rear rack, right? Those guys, they did the rear rack for my Hunter 350 and put that on. I could ask them about a seat. I do know that the Royal Enfield does offer like a bench seat for that bike. But yeah, no, you're right. There could be a local fabricator that does some custom seats. I know in Denver, there's a company called Bitch and Stitchin', and they did a custom seat for me. But yeah, no, good point. I'm in Angeles City, and it's kind of crazy. I'm going to Manila soon for a month, and then probably to Davao to eat durian. Yeah, nice, man. Well, enjoy Angeles. Hope all is good up there. Do a vid from your camera. Do a video from your camera. Pics beautiful of the Philippines. All right. Yeah. No, I do want to incorporate still photography more and more in my videos. Especially, gosh, I would love to be able to carry that camera with me and then take a lot more stills. I'll get there. Yep. as farmers. The app is cool. Yep. I agree, Bill, I like those stats coming in. I just think it makes the video too a little bit more interesting. There's kind of more moving elements, some information going on. I do think they add a lot to motovlogging, because motovlogging in general, I think, it can be pretty boring. And I'm really trying to find ways to add value into those videos. And I think putting those stats in, it does help a little bit, right? Like you can see the speed, you can longitude, latitude, that kind of stuff. The compass doesn't appear to be work. If you notice too, the north kind of doesn't move around at all as I'm moving, but yeah, some things to figure out. I just did a firmware update on the remote, so that might help a little bit too. Honda ADV, I actually think the ADV is a little bit better than the NMAX. I think the ADV does give you a little bit better suspension. Both good bikes though. Hold on one second. Yeah, both good bikes though. But I think the ADV is a little bit better for like, because look, you're gonna hit roads. You're gonna hit roads that are washed out, right? Like you're coming along pavement and boom, you're in gravel. So having a little bit of a suspension to help you kind of navigate that stuff, I think you really want. And that's where I think the ADV kind of outshines really any other scooter that's out there. So yeah. See it? Is that the Insta360 GPS? Yeah, Jim. Yep. So I run the X4, the brand new camera, and the X3. I got two of these. Usually this one's in the back, this one's in the front. That's for motovlogging. And then for like low light stuff, I'll shoot with this Pocket 3. And then I also shoot with my iPhone. So I use like 4 cameras or so. Yep. Yeah, speed stats, that's cool. Yep. Yeah, I'm really liking the GPS remote. August, September is a great time to go to Davao and eat durian. Okay, cool. Yep. So one of the things I hear about durian, right, is that it's so much better there in Mindanao than any other. It's kind of like fresh oranges, right? You get Florida fresh oranges fresh off the tree. They taste really different than they would, like, let's say, Colorado. Same kind of thing with durian. Durian is so much better if you get it fresh. And then, yeah, so same kind of deal. Yeah, good luck. Yeah, hope it's good there, Dave. Someone say if you voted the current president, yeah, you didn't vote for Mickey Mouse. That's right. Dude, I don't know about you guys, but that's kind of been my voting experience really since I've been able to vote. Is I just feel like, man, really, these are the best 2 people in the United States that we can come up with. I mean, come on, right? But I hear you, man. I hear you. Bruce Willis, good morning from Cambodia. Nice, man. Nice. Yeah, Smurf, I'm totally with you on politics. Yeah, brother, we do, man. All of us are in that same boat. All of us are. And it's funny because you see the new guys who are fresh off the boat, and they kind of, they're still in that Western world and mindset. And us guys that have been here for a little bit, we're just sipping our coffee. talking of whatever, right? We help each other out. We got a guy that we're working. I'd love to do a video with him, dude, because he's got run through the ringer with a girl. And so there's a group of us that are taking him in and helping him out. But we just have fun, man. It's so cool. It's, a bunch of 50-year-old guys and older, whatever, 56-year-old guys. We're just chilling, just having fun, talking about life, talking about our kids, talking about life here, and just good times, man. Just good time. Where we want to travel, what are we doing next? Hey, you want to go check out this restaurant? Hey, what about this coffee shop? Right? It's just so cool, man. So cool. Love it. Here in the UK now it's voting day up, and I'm sick of it. I'm here, man. I'm sick of the left. Yeah, dude, it's same. Yeah, it's just crazy, and it's unfortunate, right? It's just, gosh, it's just crazy. It doesn't have to be that way, but it is, right? What are you going to do? You can drive yourself crazy and fight it for 50 something years, like I've been, and just being upset by it, or you can just say, you know what, I'm done. I'm moving on. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to go to the beach and chill out and date, beautiful 20-year-old girl and ride my motorcycle all over. Huh? Yeah, man, I'm with you guys. I'm with you. I hope you can find sanity, in the next couple months as things kind of wind down. I'll be watching. Don't change. Don't charge me for a tour when I get there. No worries, man. No worries. It is a struggle, man. I was just talking about, I mean, taking a group of guys all over now, and it's just like, I think what I'm going to do though, I think I'm going to pull up some conference calls. I got a Squarespace. I think it is. Yeah. Squarespace website I'm building out. I'm going to schedule out some conference calls and do some stuff like that just to generate revenue. I really do feel like there's so much opportunity here. If I just had a little more cash, a little more capital to kind of buy a couple more bikes and also to look at some properties and stuff like that, we could do something fun out here, with a bunch of guys. And then, guys that are coming in, maybe you're on vacation or whatever, or you're just moving here new. We can do some trips, just kind of get out and do stuff. But yeah, no, you're fine, brother. Dude, Taco, what's up, man? How you doing? Yes, my Mutagbo. Hiking a mountain after work while listening to your live. Sound positive and content, Chris. Yeah. Good on you, as the Aussies say. Good for you, brother. I hope you're good there, man. Hope all's well. Yeah. Why do Americans bring politics? Yeah, no. Jim, it's not everybody. It's not. And a lot of, like I was saying too, a lot of guys fresh off the boat, we can't escape it in the United States. That's one of the things, man, I really, really love about my life here is I've escaped a lot of that chaos and drama about living in the West. We're just so inundated with the news and all of that. And I mean, and it's even hard to turn it off. Like I didn't even have TV. I didn't have cable television since early 2000s, So, and yet I didn't escape it, and I couldn't escape it, and I don't know why, but I have escaped all that kind of crazy and chaos, and but there it is so hard. It's nonstop, right? All of it. Yeah. Oof. Absolutely. Leave all the toxic stuff back in the States. Yeah, man. Yeah, you don't want to bring it, and it's hard, right? We're just wired that way. We get here, and it's what we're used to, and it's normal. Takes the guys. I'm telling you, man. It took me a good year, 6 months, a year to kind of really decompress. I'm still decompressing, man. I'm 53-year-old professional. I mean, I worked my butt off in a law firm as an IT guy, and I loved it, but I'm still decompressing from that go mentality. I really am. I'm glad I've got YouTube. I'm glad I've got something that consumes my time, keeps my mind busy, and keeps me running with stuff. And I think we need that. But at the same side of it, I still feel like there's some ways for me to go here as far as complete decompression. I'm not sitting on the beach, Rastafari, playing my ukulele, right? I'll get there, but yeah, takes time, man. Takes a lot to unwire, deprogram from our Western lifestyle and way of thinking and being. Yeah, really cool conversation, gentlemen. Where's the best place to meet a nice hot Filipina in your opinion? Which province or city? Jimmy, freaking Ormoc, CDO, all these small, big towns where not a lot of foreigners go to is really a good place to go. Yeah, all of those. Maybe Iloilo. I don't know about that. I really like the Ormoc. I do think CDO is right. You got Bacolod City there. Dumaguete I would definitely not go to. Tacloban and is that, Tacloban and Leyte would be another good one. Yeah, any of these kind of smaller big towns where not a lot of foreigners go to are all going to be freaking phenomenal. Yeah, really good. But you can go anywhere. You can go anywhere. Just here's the thing that I've said a couple too in my dating video, and I think it's really true. If you're in a space where you look around and there are other foreigners there, that might not be the best place to meet a wife or a girlfriend. If you're looking to date around, yeah, maybe. But if you're looking for like a wife or girlfriend or that kind of deal, and if there's a lot of other foreigners there, it might not be a good place. If you're in a place where there's not a lot of foreigners and it's a bigger city, that is a good place, right? With you drinking juice making me thirsty. Go. Yeah, this is my pre-workout stuff. It's creatine and what's it, BCAA, I think. My trainer was like, dude, you need to drink that an hour before you get here. You're getting tired. So I gotta actually work. Oh, you know what? I gotta cut it here in a little bit. Yeah, but yes. Where are we at? 8:50. Yeah, only 10 minutes behind. Cool. Some of the coolest shots of the motovlogging, in my opinion, are the drone shots. Yes, mixing them in Yes, by X4 and yes, I agree, Hex. And I'm going to be getting that more drone shots put in. Like I was said, Texas Filipino put out a video, and I'd love to reach out to him too because I can help him with that the X3 camera that I know he's using. But he brought in some really cool drone shots that are super easy to do, and I will be doing that also. I'm getting there. Yep, that's really kind of the next thing I want to focus on is bringing that in as well, dude, as well as putting a camera on a tripod in a really cool tight curve and then track me kind of going around, right? I think that'll also be really fun too. Yeah, no, I'm getting there, brother. I'm getting there. I think the 2 cameras has added a lot. And then also too, I like focusing on people that are coming around me and really kind of cool stuff. You look really different. Who are you, man? What are you doing here giving me a hard time? Madame Maying, you look really different in social media. You look more handsome in person and look younger. Yeah, I hear that a lot. Like, I'm actually not really super photogenic, I feel. Yeah, and on camera, I'm still like pictures of me and in person. I look a little bit different, but yeah. Thanks, Madame Maying. That's Mary Rose. Hex, a derby of the fact we have a choice. I know, right? I know. Oh God, do we really even have a choice, right? Is it all facade? Is it all just smoke and mirrors? Who cares, man? All I'm gonna do is hop on my bike and ride. Looks like it'll be June 2026 before I can come to the 2 months couch trip. Oh yeah. No worries, brother. Yep. No, good. Yeah, man. I get it. We got busy lives. We got a lot going on, and financial stuff, financial obligation, kids, whatever. I get it, man. Yep. No, I hear you, Jim. I'll see you when you get out here, though. I'll be around. Politics. What are you talking about? What is U.S.? Never heard that before. Really bad dream under Paul Truth. Yeah, good for you, man. Yeah, good for you. You're out here. I hear you. I can't wait for us to hook up too up in Batangas, man. Yeah, you got to recreate who farted in the cave. That was so funny. So one of the guys we were traveling with, we did a video with him, Brett. Dude, he's a good guy, but he is loud. He is loud. And so the guy was telling me, he's like, hey, you guys, we got to be quiet in here, right? We got to be super quiet. I was like, man, you got to tell that guy over there. So yeah, we're in the cave. He turns off all the light and he starts whispering real quiet. So I mean, this cave is wet, right? We've just been swimming around. So I reach under. I wish I would have kept the camera rolling because everyone was just rolling for they were just laughing so hard for about 10 minutes watching mainstream. It is, isn't it? And gosh, it's only since I got here that I realized how toxic it really is. And I thought I did a decent job. Like I unplugged, I didn't have TV, I mean, I did have a digital antenna and I watched local stuff, but it's just, gosh, it really is. It really is so rough for us. It's so just kind of mental mind effing, right? It such is, man. Oh, it's just horrible. And being here, it's really opened me up to how it was driving me batty. It was depressing me. Yeah. And it's not even like social media, right? It's just mainstream media. Is super, for me, it was super toxic. Yeah. Yeah. Good stuff. Are you planning to start tapping in your form? Yes, I think so. Right. So I'm 53, Jimmy, right now. So I got 6 years before I can tap into it. Maybe that's kind of the plan. That is the plan. I've got enough money to get me there. If I can string together a couple bucks with this channel and doing that, then maybe I don't need to tap into it so early. Because let's face it, if I can make 36 a year, I don't need to get into that. Right. That's kind of the plan, is to try to develop this so I can, cover my living expenses and then not tap into any of my savings which includes my 401k at 59.5. But if I have to, that would be the plan. Yeah, absolutely, Jimmy. Yeah, remind me to bring some fake dreadlocks and a ukulele. We go down to the beach and chill out. Absolutely, Dean. Absolutely, man. Yeah, John, live your life. Oh, live your life at F8 shutter speed, 250 for a second. F8 shutter speed, 50th of a second. Okay, all right, I'll try that. Woody, just wondered if you ever, if you hear from, just wondered if you ever hear from people on the first visit how much they paid for their flights from U.S. to Canada. Most are seeing around 3,000. No, I thought I heard people. I thought people were saying that stuff was a little bit cheaper. That they were paying around. That they were paying around 16. I paid around 1,600 for my flight, but I thought I heard people paying around 1,000 or so. So I think it just depends. Yeah, it just depends. All right. And I was looking at flights too, like going back. I thought it was around 1,000, 1,200 when I was looking for in June. Have you thought about Red Bull on an hour before you go to the gym? Right? Yeah. What makes CDO attractive? What makes CDO attractive to me are the mountains so close. If you need to escape the heat, from my research. Yeah, I've not actually been there yet. Eric, that sounds great. I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. You can do that in Cebu here too. But yes, I can't wait to check out CDO. I really can't. It was high on my list, and it still is. Yeah, no, I'm with you, Eric. I think it's a great option. I think you should check it out. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. It sounds good. So one of the things I hear about CDO is that they had a big flood some years back or whatever. So you've got a bunch of new construction area, and that's kind of where you want to be at. But yeah, no, I hear a lot of good things about CDO. I want to go. Hello from Arizona. Yes, it sounds like you're having the best time of your life. I'd love to visit the Philippines in a year or two, but my wife may not happy noticing all the beautiful women. Yes, but there are some couples out here. I actually do see some Western couples out here. So whatever, if you are in a good marriage and whatever, and that is not a factor as far as the young, beautiful women who are actually interested in you, then yeah, come out. You know, bring the wife, bring the family. There's a lot of kids coming out too. I got shout out to you, Jessica, and I got families from all over that are looking to come out here and start a whole new life out here. So while it is often slated as single man's paradise, it's paradise in general. You know, friendly people, beautiful scenery. So yeah. Keep doing what you do, Matt. Yeah, you have a great attitude, and you will soon become. Yeah, I would love to hang around in the Philippines. Yeah, brother. Yeah, no, appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. I really do. I really do. Let's see if we can. I gotta wrap it up to get ready for the gym here. I watch Me TV with an antenna YouTube and Gilligan's Island. I love that. Yeah, I'm ready for the Philippines. Yeah, man. Yeah, get out as soon as you can. Have you considered talking about the use of Bitcoin in the Philippines for future episodes? Maybe you don't, but I'm sure there are expats there who do. Yeah, you have a unique position to get their input. Jake, there are a lot of guys. So David Bond is really big into Bitcoin, and he came over and had dinner here the other night. I got another buddy. He's into Bitcoin. I'm not really into Bitcoin at all, and I do hear this is kind of a good time to get in because if probably Trump will get elected, right? And if he gets elected, Bitcoin will value will go up. Is this kind of the speculation? Like, I'm not for either person, honestly. I'm so removed from that, but so I'm just I'm just saying kind of what I hear and see. But yeah, no, I do know some guys that are into Bitcoin. I'm actually not into Bitcoin, but yeah, I'm more into I really only have a couple of index funds that I invest in, and I keep it real simple. But I'm doing well, like 30% for last tax season. So doing really well. No, yeah, TV in 8 years. I can see the social engineering behind it. YouTube, even with all of its faults, has been a blessing for me. Yep. All that. Thanks you guys for girls. Yep. Yeah, no, thanks, X. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you being here and watching and contributing. Really. Thanks, man. Really. And everybody. Really. Thank you. I mean, yeah, if this was an empty room and there's nobody here and nobody watched my videos, which, I wouldn't do it. So not that I do it for views and stuff like that. I really do it as a creative outlet for me, as a way to keep myself busy, as a way to keep growing, learning, developing, and also too as an autobiography. So, but I really do appreciate the people that are here. A couple of months ago, I shopped around and got a flight from New England to Cebu, just under 600. I'm hearing that there's some cheap prices going on too. I heard some guys talking about how cheap stuff on. Jen Gio in the Philippines journey. Yes. Yeah. Good morning from Milligan City and Negros. Yeah. 2 hours now at the Dumaguete. Yeah. Good for you. Yeah. Good for you, sweetie. Hope all is good there. Yeah. Hope all is good there. Yep. Not a lot of expats. I bet, man. Negros in general, outside of Dumaguete, there's probably not a lot of expats there. That's why Dumaguete would be a good spot if you're into country living. You don't really, you can get your foreign or expat fix whenever you need. Freaking go to ground zero and hang out, but you can also remove yourself really quick. Yeah. Yes. Where did you get your flight? Hey, man. Can't wait for you to come out, dude. So many people to introduce you to and hang out. So I know, take your time, keep making the bucks, keep traveling around. Yeah. Have you tried live streaming on TikTok? Ooh. Yeah. I bet, man. I bet. Go through. I flew Korean Air. I like Korean Air. I flew Korean Air out here too. Yep. Yeah, Jim. Yeah. Thanks, guys. No, I do appreciate it. Sheila. Yeah. How you guys doing? Shout out to you, girl. Thanks again for the help that you do with the community page. Really appreciate it. Hope you and Jack are good. Hope all is well. The big spot over. Is it a brief stopover in Korea from Boston? All right, cool. And then off to Cebu. Yep. Total flight time is about an hour. Yeah, really short flight from Korea to Cebu. Yep. Yeah, nice. All right, guys. Caught up on the comments. I actually need to get ready for my training here in less than an hour. But yeah, really just kind of shout out to everybody who's here. Like I said, guys, thanks. I appreciate the conversation. I'm really looking forward to meeting people as they come out. We love that. There is a group here that'll catch you and say, hey, so if you're coming to Cebu City, can't wait to meet you guys. And, until the next one, really take care. Appreciate it. Empin. Ayo.